This program is brought to you by Emory University.
The fundamental problem is, with the American professorate, is we become independent contractors. And the language of the independent contractor is all through the way we have come to talk about American higher education. We talk endlessly. Oh yes, we do talk endlessly, but that I need to complete the sentence. We talk endlessly about my course, my students, my research, and if we've got a grant, it's my money. Of course it's not my money. It's the university's money. That's who got the check. Technically, it's even the university's course. It's certainly the university's students. I don't own them. But somehow I have, as a faculty member, become at the center. My money, my course, my students. So you begin asking yourself, or at least I did, why is it that we have not changed? Why is so much of the critique of higher education today almost indistinguishable from the critique that was produced in the 1980s? What didn't happen? There is no doubt that people were unhappy. There is no doubt that people were asking fundamental questions. They were asking them in elegant ways, serious ways, sometimes scatological ways. What went wrong? And so I have spent the last 3 years trying to figure that out, and I have an answer. Whether it's the right answer, you can judge for yourselves. The first answer is about markets. I think that when we look across American higher education today, we have to understand that we are dealing with what best could be called a federalized market. We used to say in the 80s, wouldn't it be wonderful if we, like the hospitals, had a third-party payer? We wanted Blue Cross. Well, the answer is we got it. It's called the federal government. It's called $130 billion a year in financial support for students that comes to us. And that comes to us in very particular ways. We run in this country a national, and I do mean national, voucher system. Federal student aid is a voucher. Just like you hear all the vouchers for K-12, we've had it. You want to see what vouchers do? Take a look at what it does to higher education. In particular, all of the incentives of the voucher system are for initial enrollments. They're not for learning. They're not for completion. They're not for skills acquisition. They are for initial enrollments. It's an engine of unbelievable power. Let me show you how it works for a moment. Student comes to a university with a Pell Grant for initial enrollment. University gets all the money right away, or almost all of it. Probability in, not at Emory, but in the great majority of institutions, is that student will not last beyond 2 years. Will not last beyond 1 year, actually. Now what happens? You get the money, and you spend it on the cheapest part of curriculum. Particularly in big public universities, there's nothing more efficient than the first-year curriculum. Large classes that people don't attend. Works every time. What goes wrong is if they actually stick around and want those advanced courses, that's expensive. Better that they should leave, and they do. The for-profits made this discovery even better. Get them in, get them paid, get them on.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.